How's it going, everyone? Today we're going to be going over smart money techniques, also known as an SMT. So how does the market move? So NQ and ES, they are correlated assets, so they move very similar. So if we are on NQ and we're creating lower highs right here, like here to here to here, lower high, and then we also, in that case, creating lower lows, lower low, lower low. It's just like this, so it's just working. Usually, ES will be doing the same. It will be also creating lower highs, lower lows, and it'd be the exact opposite if we're bullish. If it was bullish, if we're creating higher highs and higher highs, you'd assume ES is creating higher highs and higher highs. So what creates SMT is when one asset breaks the relationship. So in this case, NQ right here created the lower low right here. But right here, ES created a higher low. As you can see right here, it's a lower low. Right here, higher low. So why this matters? What it does is it tells the future in a sense. So basically, it's not giving you a signal on where to enter. But what it does is when we have this lower low here and this higher low happening here, there's a sense of momentum shift. Maybe the sells are losing momentum, so now the buys are starting to have more momentum. So what you can see here is when we have this higher low, it's a shift in momentum, and it can basically be not a clear entry model. It can be an indicator and a confluence to understand that we are in a point where we could be reversing. Okay, so let's break this down pretty simply on the charts. So here's the trade I took today. And why did I disregard this low that didn't get taken out? So we had like relative equal lows here. It's because we had an SMT. Right here, if you mark it out right here, we have SMT. This right here is a higher low right here. So right here, you'd be like, okay, we have relative equal lows. But now if we go over to ES, what is this? At the same time, we create a lower low. So it's a sense of manipulation on ES, but we didn't have the manipulation on NQ, but we had the distribution. And because we have that distribution, this is the momentum, and we no longer need to go here because we've already done it on ES. Another thing to make clear here is you don't want to just blindly use SMTs. Like, this is an internal SMT, but you want it to be out of a key level. So if we look on the 4-hour time frame, this is on ES. If I can just get to where we are. Here we are. This is a rejection block. So if you guys know what a rejection block is, this is the CE of the rejection block right here. And what do? We create an SMT right, we wick it to a tick. Right on that moment, we tick it. We tick the rejection block and then reject on ES. And then what are we doing on NQ? Go to 4-hour time frame and go check it out. We have the SMT inside a 4-hour gap. So you want to have areas of distribution for both indexes. You don't want to just have one area having an SMT that just doesn't mean much. Okay, to wrap things up, here's just a quick refresh again. So basically what it is when one index, this could be NQ and this could be ES on this side, when one index makes a higher high and another one makes a lower high. Or if it's a bearish move, it'd be the opposite. If one makes a lower low and the other one makes a higher low. And in that case, it's a sense of momentum weakening, and it could be a chance of reversal. Also, key thing, remember, you want it to be out of a key level. Key level is key. You don't want just a random SMT. Because there are a lot of times there'll be these internal or random SMTs that won't hold because they're just not that valid. They're not out of a key level. Like in the example we showed, one was hitting the CE of a rejection block on the 4-hour, and the other one was coming out of a 4-hour gap. So they're both in spots of distribution, and that is where you use SMTs. Don't use them as an entry trigger, use them as a confluence. Subscribe if you want to see more.